Today I'm going to be describing the photo before us. It's called Hollywood and Vine, Los Angeles, California, United States, North America, by Gary Winogrand. Now, just looking at the photo, I can tell that it is not from the our current time period. I can see that it is somewhat dated by both the outfits that the people in the photo are wearing and also the surroundings in the picture. So the first thing that I notice about this photo is the color or lack thereof. Most of it is in black and white, except for at the very top right hand corner, the street sign that says Vine Street looks slightly green, which makes me think that perhaps there's a little bit of color in this photo, but you can't really tell that much. So the main focus, the main emphasis of this photo is the three women in the very dead center. They're walking down a sidewalk, down a busy street in LA. Their outfits are what is indicating to me that this is probably in the 60s or 70s. They're wearing skirts and dresses, and they have pretty big hair. And then if you actually look at the information on this photo, it was the date says 1964, so that just confirms that thought. Now, also happening in this photo, you can see around the women are a lot of buildings, very tall buildings that basically take up all the space. The only open space in this photo is in the background. There's a small part of the photo with no buildings blocking the sky, and that's the only open space. Other than that, everything's taken up by buildings, as is common in LA. On the left side of the photo, you can see a man with his head down in a wheelchair, possibly begging for money, maybe because he's sick or ill. And then on the right side of the photo, you see several people sitting on a bench, probably waiting for a taxi or a bus stop. There's a little boy sitting down with glasses, his hands together. I think he's looking at the man across from him in the wheelchair, and his mother is standing next to him. Behind the three women that are in the center of the photo, there's a couple. The man looks to be possibly checking his watch for the time. And then another big thing that I notice in this photo is that the women are walking along the Hollywood stars on the sidewalk. I can't make out any of the details of that, but they're definitely walking along there. A big thing that I notice in this photo is the light, the use of light. The light is obviously coming from behind the women because it is casting shadows that fall before them, and it creates sort of like a spotlight type of look on the photo that, in my opinion, looks great. But I think the light is very important. It's probably setting or rising because it is coming at such an angle, probably coming from behind one of the buildings.